Hello, and welcome back to HunterTuned. Today we are going racing. We got the car loaded up on the trailer last night, got everything set up, got the tires all pumped up with air, and we got everything dialed in pretty well. We got the new hot side on the car. We redid the hot side on the Mustang. I might actually show you guys that here in a second. But first, I thought it was pretty funny. We actually just filled an order for the website, and we just left the post office. So I checked the P.O. box while we were there, and somebody sent in some Taco Bell mild sauce for Michael, because Michael the other day was complaining how he goes to Taco Bell and doesn't get any sauce in the bag when he asks for it.
They always forget it. Around here, every time you ask for, can I get, 2, 3 of them all? And they're like,
Yeah.
No.
So we got some freaking Taco Bell sauce. Pretty neat. What's his name?
It wasn't on there.
Oh.
I don't think there was a slipper on there.
I know there was a YouTube comment. The guy was like, watch out in the P.O. box for Michael. So we're going to have to bring one of these to the track so we can give it to Michael. Make sure that
he's all good.
We just leave it in his glove box.
Yeah, and then he's got it all the time.
Then he's got it all the time. Yeah. He doesn't have to worry about Taco Bell missing his fucking sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. You made my day, mild sauce. All right, let's go show him the hot side.
Yeah.
We took the car out testing the other day, and we just took it out on the street, and it was like 20 degrees warmer out the day that we were testing it on the street. And on a boost that it normally would hook up on the road, it spun on a warmer day with less tire pressure. So I'm thinking we did pick up some power, but ETs and mile an hour will tell us if it's true. Look at this fancy car trailer. We need to get a winch for this thing. So, and if we do break the car, we really have no way to get it back on the trailer, so the trailer's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also we put a catch can on the car, so we have, this is a catch can from Eric Orange Built, or something close. This might have been one of them I had laying around. One that I got from Eric Orange is actually on my CRX. But be sure to go check out Eric Orange Built for all your catch can needs. He does awesome work, and great products for sure. So we did change the radiator cap on the car. This is actually a radiator cap that we found from a car at the junkyard Michael found, and it's a CST cap, 16 pounds, and it seems to seal up a lot better than the stock F-body radiator cap. So catch can is installed. We got the bung welded on to the back of the valve cover back there. It's a -10 fitting coming off the driver's side valve cover. And then for the passenger side valve cover, I actually just drilled and tapped the oil cap. And we're running a -10 off of the oil cap into the other fitting. And then they have, this is like the factory PCV vent that goes into the throttle body normally. I actually just ran a hose off of that into the catch can, because this can had 3 ports on it. So seems to work out Minto Pinto.
I think there's plenty of vent.
Yeah, we should have some good ventage going on. And then we also changed the hot side. If you guys have been following, this is now a 3.5-inch collector off of the manifold, and then it necks down to 3-inch. We have a 90-degree bend that goes down, and merge over on the other side. It's all 3-inch. It's literally wide open flow, except one of these pipes has to do 2 90s, but it's still all 3-inch piping. I'll actually go under the car here and show you. And it does seem to come up on the brake a little bit better, and just seems like it makes more power on the top end of the pull, and the air fuel ratio isn't as rich. It's actually a little bit leaner now with the new hot side. So I am thinking that we did pick up a little bit of power, but like I said, ET and mile an hour is definitely going to tell us if we're bullshitting you or not. Alright guys, so this is the hot side, the new hot side. It's all 3-inch piping. And then that's the merge. It's kind of a tight merge, but it's literally the only thing we could do. And it is still 3-inch piping. We just took a 3-inch 90 and cut a big hole in it. So we have a 3-inch pipe feeding into a 3-inch 90, where both of the pipes are kind of coming together. And trust me guys, it actually flows very well. You can see right through them pipes when the hot side is off of the car. It does actually flow pretty well. So it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I feel like it is an improvement nonetheless. So we're gonna give it a shot. And I feel like if this hot side doesn't pick up at all, we have restriction elsewhere in the car, or we just need more damn boost. I don't know. I'm just nervous to run more than like 20 pounds of boost. I don't know why. I just feel like every time I turn these damn cars up past like 20 pounds with the stock bottom end, they don't last. So we're going to get everything loaded up here and head to the gas station, get some air in the tires for Christian's car, because Christian is going to be running the PVC Civic today as well. And we're hoping to make your car a lot faster now. We got it on Honda, and I'm actually going to be there we got all night tonight to race. So hopefully the track ain't too busy, and we can actually focus on getting Christian's car down the track as well as the Mustang. With what?
The GoPro?
Alrighty guys, so we made it to Wisconsin International Raceway. It is Full Throttle Friday tonight, so we are going to be racing with a couple different classes. I feel like I'm going to try to get into a class tonight, but I don't know what class my car would even classify for. There's a couple different ones. I know there's a 12.0 to 13.5 index, which might be fun for you. Yeah. If you want. If we can get your car in the 13s, it might be a fun class for you to join. Yeah. Other than that, there's like a street car versus race car thing, but my car is like a half breed. Yeah. You know, it's like a fucking race. It's a race street. Dog. Yeah, it's an inbred race car, street car thing. It's a sick bike.
Oh, I lost the plastic.
I kind of miss my bike. I don't miss the Busa. I miss the R1. Ooh, goddamn, fucking smoky. Good tune. Well, this guy's got the same wheels I do. Yep. You want to race?
I think so.
I'll put 100 on it.
I think he wants it.
Alrighty guys, so earlier today there was a track rental, and it was a slicks and drag radials rental. So we tried to make it up to that earlier, but we just had some stuff going on. So we came to the night event today, and plus Ryan couldn't come till later, Michael couldn't come till tonight, so we just kind of waited it out to just come when everybody else could be here. So we're just checking the track out right now. Like I said, they ran slicks and radials all day today, so I'm thinking, oh yeah, the track's already got bite on it. Yeah. And yeah, it should be pretty good day, I think.
Ready?
Yeah, and they haven't even glued it, dude. Like, they literally haven't. Oh yeah.
Yeah, good track today. Oh, my shoes coming off. That's not good. Yeah.
They haven't sprayed it yet, though. No. That's the thing. This is just from earlier today. So.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, my shoe's coming off a little bit. So we should have some good bite today. I'm hoping we can run more tire pressure in the Mustang, because the one pass where I turned the power up out of the hole, it actually kind of rolled over the tire, which means the tire just had too much wrinkle because it didn't have enough air pressure in it. Michael lowered them down to like 10 or something. Yeah. So I want to try to run like 14 pounds of air and see if the car blows the tires off, and if it does, we'll go back down to 12 where we normally run. But I think if we can run more tire pressure, the car will actually 60 foot better. That's just my theory. So we'll see. But we'll walk around the pits here, and then we'll pick up when we start making some passes. Richie's red pickup truck. That truck runs in the 8s, I think. He's pretty fast. Big full-size truck.
1,000 shot of spray.
Nitrous big block, yep.
He's got a super sick setup. I want an enclosed trailer. We need one of these, dude.
Right, then we can haul like 4 Civics, 2 other cars, and
so
then
we have a CRX, a Tracker, 3 four-door EKs. You can fit it all.
Look at this fucking stacker trailer, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's the setup, dude. That's what we need to go to, like, go wherever
anywhere
we want. Yeah. That is a trailer if I ever saw one, I tell you what. Oh, that's a nice trailer right there too. A little tilt bed. Nice.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we're about to go make our first pass in the Mustang. I got my fire suit on, it's pretty cool. And thanks Jim again. We got the fire suit on, so that's pretty cool. We're just gonna try to go A to B the first pass. We didn't really change a tune from when I had it on the street. It's on 16 pounds of boost. Pretty much the same tune-up that went 970 before. So we're gonna see if it does that again, or what it's gonna do. So we'll let you know when we pull up here in a minute. fucking more boost. I think I'm a little low on tranny fluid. Shitty 60 foot. Holy fuck. 116 to the 8th.
How was that 60?
Did it spin?
Out of the hole?
Yeah.
No.
It did. I think it did, or a tranny slipped.
You launched hard.
It was a 1.6.
Was it?
Yeah, that wasn't no good launch.
Rear tire is hopping a little bit in the burnout there. Oh, that hung tire like a motherfucker. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, 1019. But that fucking thing hauled to the 60. Hauled it.
Alrighty guys, so we did make a pass there. That same boost setting on the street was not 20 pounds of boost, but it hit the boost cut there on that pass, so I'm gonna turn the boost down for the next pass and make another one. And also, I think the tranny like slipped out of the hole or something went on there. It does seem like it's a little bit low on fluid, so I'm gonna add a quart of fluid and hope for the best, but this thing's been smelling like tranny fluid really bad lately, and I don't know why, if it's low, or if it's because of the leak I have on the drive shaft, because at the drive shaft where it meets into the transmission there, the bushing inside of there is all beat up from the old drive shaft being too short. And I never replaced the bushing, and it's leaking out of the tail housing, you know, after I make a pass or whatever. It drips. It's not like pouring out, but it is leaking, and it's been leaking for a while, so I'm gonna add some fluid into the trans and hope for the best. Because this thing just didn't leave that hard, that pass. It went 1.6 to 60 foot, which is terrible. And it hit the boost cut somewhere in here. 4.2 to the 330, 630 to the 8th, and 116 to the 8th mile. So we did pick up some 8th mile an hour, but I lifted pretty much right after that. So we only did 10.1 at 113 on that pass. But yeah, so Christian's gonna head up right now. I'm gonna go see how he does. And
Move set behind the tower, talk to Terry, you can answer all your questions.
Christian's going up against a dragster.
felt fucking awesome. Little issue with second gear, but not bad. Dude, this thing is a pig to steer with the fucking slicks on. That's horrible.
You're so brave to race against it.
Thank you very much. 14.1 at 105 with a 2.060, which is the best 60 foot the car's ever had. So it went 14.1 at 105, 81 to the 8th. Not horrible. 2.08 60 foot. Hell yeah.
Alrighty guys, so Christian just made his first pass of the day, and his car's doing pretty good. It didn't 60 foot that great, but it 60 footed better than Christian's ever 60 footed before. I set the two-step up on the tune a lot lower because these tires are really small. So we set the two-step at like 4,500, and dude didn't even go wide open until second gear.
Apparently.
The data log don't lie, Christian.
I know.
So Christian was like 40% throttle until second gear, and then he matted it, and he missed second gear really bad, and then proceeded to still do a 14, like 14.1 was it? Yep. And Christian's fastest pass is not that far off of that. So
13.95.
13.95 is his fastest. So if he would have just stuck second gear on that pass, it would have went fast. So he's gonna throw it back in line. We're gonna do one more hit with his, and I'm waiting for Michael to get here with some transmission fluid, because we're gonna add a little bit of fluid into the Mustang and see if that helps out with the tranny slipping. I just really hope it's not the tranny, but we'll see.
I just want to point this out. Hunter is sitting here talking to me, telling me what I should do. Gets distracted by a silver EK hatch with street tires. What a Honda guy. He says he's all into LSs, but his heart's in the Hondas. Tried to get the fit that was in front of me, but that didn't seem to happen. Foot to the floor. E-brake sucks. That's getting shittier. My trans is toast.
Alright guys, this is the second pass in the Mustang. I turned the boost cut up a little bit. I didn't touch the boost settings. So hopefully it leaves good and stays together. broke in the burnout. Fuck. God damn it.
She's junk.
Alrighty guys, so the Mustang just exploded the transmission. I don't know what the hell happened, but the trans brake solenoid is hanging on the ground. It actually yanked the wiring out of the dash because the solenoid blew out of the trans brake solenoid blew out. Like it kicked out and it pissed all the fluid out of there. And then the drive shaft became unhooked from it, and then there was pieces of transmission case laying all over the damn track. I don't know what the hell happened because I just did a burnout. I was a little heavy in the burnout, but I feel like it shouldn't have broke. And as you guys know, we were having transmission problems earlier. It was slipping. I pulled it off the trailer and it was slipping in reverse. And then I pulled it into the, when I did my first pass, it slipped out of the hole. The transmission slipped. So I don't know. This fucking sucks. Really bad. So the car's just sitting here, and we're gonna have to wait till the night's over to push it out of here, I suppose, because it's just leaking tranny fluid all over. I have no idea what happened or what we're gonna do now, because a new transmission is not gonna be fucking cheap, and fuck, this sucks. Days like this, I wish I was Cletus, because I could just get a new one and go racing again. That's not the case. And I don't know if I'm going to put another fucking 400 in the car or if I'm going to put a Power Glide in it. I feel like I don't want to put another 400 in this car because I've had problems with the 400s. I don't know. So now Michael's going to run Christian's car, see if he can get a better time than Christian, because Christian keeps missing gears on his setup. So Michael's going to try it out. Maybe I'll try Christian's car out for a pass after Michael does. And then, yeah, we're going to have to figure out how the fuck to get this thing on the trailer. Michael couldn't get in gear either. 821 Bravo, Ryan is here, and I told him to turn this thing up. Make it go 10s already. So maybe he listened, maybe he didn't. We'll see on this pass. rev limiter or something. Damn, it left all right though. I wonder what it did to the 8th. Alright guys, I'm gonna run Christian's car and see if I can get it into gear for him. Or maybe the tranny's just junk. We'll see. Slipping a little bit, but nonetheless I hit all the gears. The tune looked great. It was on like 20 pounds of boost. Thing was on a mission. But wasn't bad. Not too bad. Alrighty guys, so we made it home. We got the car pushed on the trailer. It definitely was an eventful night for sure. The Mustang just decided to let go. The transmission said no. I don't know exactly what caused it, but when we were pushing it on the trailer, we kind of got to look at it a little bit. If you guys don't follow A21 Bravo, be sure to go subscribe over to his channel. I'm sure he got some footage of the transmission in the car. I don't know if he did or not, but it pretty much what happened is the drive shaft front yoke broke. So I don't know if the U-joint broke or if the yoke itself broke. The U-joint was still in the shaft, but the yoke on the front of the drive shaft is either still in the transmission or is broken. So I don't know if the output shaft broke or if the yoke in the drive shaft broke, and then when the yoke broke, it broke the tail housing because the tail housing on the transmission broke. So the tail housing on the transmission on the TH400 has the rear mount on the tail housing. So if the tail housing breaks, it has no rear mount. It has no transmission mount at all. So I don't know if this was a fuck up on my end or just a fluke or what the hell happened. I'm sure I'll look at it one of these days. I'm just not looking at it right now because we got a bunch of other shit going on. And I really kind of wanted the Mustang to last for a little while, but this is just like a weird driveline issue that happened. We didn't have any vibrations with the drive shaft or anything like that. And it was good. And it broke in the freaking burnout of all places. It broke in the burnout. It snapped the fucking tail housing busted. I don't know exactly what happened, but the transmission is sitting in the tunnel crooked with the pan almost at a 45-degree angle, it looks like. And when that happened, when the rear mount busted off, the bell housing broke on the trans. So the trans is garbage. Like, the guts might be okay still, but I'll definitely need a new case. I just don't know what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, what I'm going to end up doing. I would like to just put a power glide in the car and be done, but I don't think this was a transmission issue. I think it was just a driveline issue that broke the transmission. Really fucking sucks. I busted off a 12.9 in Christian's car, so Christian couldn't really get the car into gear. I feel like a lot of these Hondas and stuff are a little bit tricky to get into gear sometimes if you don't know the setups and haven't had a lot of seat time kind of thing. But I mean, I've driven quite a few Hondas, and I feel like I can drive pretty decent. And I just, he let me take it for a pass, and I got it in gear just fine. I just feel like sometimes you just got to practice. You got to get out there and you got to practice. And guys think they got it down, and then they hit the track, and it's like a whole new animal where you just got to keep gunning. You got to keep practicing, and you got to keep trying. So hopefully Christian will keep going, keep trying. I know his goal was like 13 with the car. I went 1290, so Christian's just got to match that pass, and I feel like he'll be pretty happy. His car runs really good. Everything works really good, so didn't have any issues with the grinding in the trans. They were saying something about the fluid maybe being hot, and I drove it when the fluid was hot in the trans, and that's why I got it into gear, but I don't think that's the reason. I think it's just a matter of knowing the setups, knowing the cars, and knowing how to drive them, I guess. You gotta just bang them. You gotta bang them. I told Christian, I said, you need to wide open throttle shift. I said it might go in easier if you wide open throttle shift. I wide open throttle shifted, and car went into gear pretty good. But anywho, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Tomorrow we're probably gonna do some other stuff out at the shop. I might put a clutch in my Subaru this weekend, and I don't know. Maybe we'll get the Honda together, the purple coupe. Maybe I'll take the tranny out of the Mustang. I don't fucking know. Sucks to suck, I guess. We'll pick up in the next video. Have a great night and a better tomorrow.